Well, good morning. Y'all think I wasn't going to make it? How is everyone doing today? How are we doing? Let's just see who all up in here today on this Friday gorgeous morning. I'm in a good mood today. Let me tell you, I'm in a good mood. I'm so in such a good mood, I can't hardly even stand my own self. Good morning, Ruby Pearl. Good morning, Hanlon. Hope forever. Tennessee girl. How are all y'all lovely ladies doing today? The real Griff's in here. Oh my goodness. What do we owe you pleasure today? I wish Mrs. Griff was making me biscuits. I wish Mrs. Griff make her own biscuits. I did make biscuits this morning. The Whopp'em kind. You just whop them right on the counter and put them right in the pan. I did. I made sausage and biscuit this morning. Well, and good morning to all you trolls and lurkers. Do me a favor, go over there and hit that like button. Since you're in here, you might as well rather hit it like or dislike. It don't make a hoot nanny to me today. Because it just don't. You're not going to bust my bubble today. Says we got 22 in here and only count about 5 people in the chat. So that tells me we got lurkers and trolls. But then we also know there's some that y'all just listen. And I do appreciate that. Whether you chat or not, you are showing your support by listening. That's right. You're absolutely right on that, Mr. Griff. Lurkers and trolls is what the live is about anyway. Because if it wasn't for you, where would we be? Out in the middle of La La Land. Well, for those who don't know, we did go back to the doctor yesterday. Um, got a new doctor. She is affiliated with this case. They all work together. But as far as his primary care doctor, let me tell you, this woman knows her shit. She knows her stuff. Um, she's not one of these that rushes you in and out. She actually sits there and listens to what you have to say. And she's not playing on her phone or writing on some computer or writing in her notepad. She is eyeball to eyeball contact. Good morning, Roger Bennett. And she lets you say what you got to say, how you feel, and and then she comes back and she says what she has to say, and you discuss. It's not like, okay, we're gonna put you on this medicine and da 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 da. She's suggesting what she would like to do, since all the other stuff hasn't been working. You need to up it. You need to control it. Well, anyway, besides all that, the woman is excellent. And she's out of Atmore, Alabama. And I don't give a darn who knows. But all his tests that he's had done this since last Thursday has come back negative. All good. Blood work, she said she had never seen a man his age have such excellent blood work. And, but now they didn't see nothing on the x-rays when they did the regular chest x-ray like the other ER physician thought he saw, which is always good to get a second opinion anyway. Good morning, Debs A. So she did up his blood pressure medicine. He did talk to her and tell her that he did want to quit smoking. She's got him on a regimen for that. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. When he took his blood pressure last night, I think that's the first time it's ever been, what was it, 123/75 last night. And then this morning, I think it was up just a little bit, because during the night. It was what now? 145/96. But, he's just getting up, getting stirred around. He did drink coffee, wine time. So are you all Tiger or Tiger slaves? Good afternoon.
Tiger slayers.
Slayers.
That all depends on which way you want to look at this.
No, that's right. It depends on wine
you
time.
You just have to hear it, figure it out.
You just have to, hear what we got to say, and you be your own judgment on that. We're not here to bash anybody or put anybody down. We're just here to speak the truth.
And it might hurt your feelings.
And if you get your feelings hurt, I'm sorry. That's why I put the trigger warning up there. We're all grown-ass adults, and we all speak our mind, but we speak the truth along with our mind. So, but we're not here to hurt nobody's feelings or call nobody out or put anybody on the spot.
We'll actually do that.
Well, yeah.
We're going to give them the attention that they deserve. We're going to discuss parts of the intent that need to be attended to, and where they all originated from, and the routes they're taking now. If they're able to wing themselves from the mother tiger, wing themselves from the one that has gave them sustenance, wing themselves from the breast milk of the mother tiger. Can they pursue a life of individuality and completely go against
no, we're not
all those in tiger life?
Not trying to be rude, and you wasn't being rude, sweetheart.
No, I'm not being rude.
I know. I had never seen you in here, so I have to question sometimes if you was a troll or not, But I think I have seen you in some other people's chat, and I've never heard nothing bad. So you're welcome. I assume you are a woman. If you're not, I apologize, but you are most welcome here. We don't block anybody unless they come in here, what I call shit stirs, and try to stir shit and deflect off of what we're trying to talk about. The control freaks.
We allow them in here too.
But everybody's opinion's welcome, and we try to have, we can debate about it, but we want to debate about it in a good way.
I just wish everybody would have an open mind whenever we discuss this.
And that's our fur baby agreeing with us.
Because there's actually, I just want to be real, keep it real, and a lot of times people can sometimes not ignore, but they can overlook, and they can also block out some of the reality of really going on in the world, in this little community we live in. I mean, but then there's some that question, well, wait a minute, wasn't so-and-so and so-and-so, doing this last time, and what happened here? And, there's a lot of people that don't stay in tune. And to be honest with you, that's where I usually offend people, because I call them out for their BS. They don't like you.
You don't like it?
They don't like you. They don't like their shit to be out there, but they love talking shit about everybody else, and that's just where I'm going with this. It's in the wild.
And for the ones who are listening, let me just say, this is my better half. This is my husband. This is Mr. Griff. He is our special guest today. So for all y'all who don't know, he's pretty much going to be doing the show today. But we will be answering questions during the show, and we might even have a special person pop up in here today. So we'll just have to take it by ear. But I will talk with y'all later. Good morning, voices behind the shit.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a pleasant Friday afternoon. Soon to be Friday afternoon. Some places it is Friday afternoon. Sometimes it's still Friday morning, still drinking that first cup of coffee. I understand. Hope everybody's having a delightful day, no matter what time it is. Folks, we remember seeing Marty Stouffer. Remember the days of Marty Stouffer and the Animal Kingdom, or Wild Kingdom, when he would show us the wild gazelles getting attacked by the lions, or the tigers, or the wildebeest getting taken down by a crocodile. They also showed you those moments, those intimate moments when the mother lion or the female tigress was giving birth to her little ones. Well, then the nurturing begins, right? And also the protection from the predators out there. The predators are all over the place. The nurturing begins. Eventually, the mother tiger, the mother lion, the mother gazelle has to allow her child to move on, to become an adult themselves. They can become a target by the predators, or they can learn to defend themselves. What is going on in Tigerland? You know what's amazing is the amount of effort that has been put in the entire time. All the coaxing, all the drama, the manufactured drama, I should say. The misleading bullshit, all at the behest of an individual who mainly, mind you, I mean, don't get it twisted, has an ego the size of Texas, which a lot of us do. They can get attracted by the negative views as well as the positive views, the clicks and views, whatever you call it. And of course, get triggered. We all get triggered. The ones that usually are pushing the buttons to trigger those usually want to come back as the victim. Oh my God, look how he's attacking people. Look how she's attacking people. It happens on both sides. Someone playing the victim. You know, back about a year ago, when I got started in YouTube, we all know the reasons why I got started. I was already had a channel, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I got involved with a case. It kind of grew on me. It really did. A young child. And several of us have done that. Along the way, we have met characters. Oh, we have met some characters. We have met some characters. I've never looked at myself as being a creator. I've always looked at myself as being, I had a channel, yes, but I also still consider myself, and I still do, as a subscriber, as somebody who watches others. That I don't really, never have taken so much time worrying about myself as much as I have always looked at others from the outside looking in. You try to. We have went from having people that have been loyal to causes, to a cause, to either DV awareness, to SA awareness, child trafficking awareness, you name it. There's been many of people that have come in under those stigmata, so to speak. Their attention was drawn to these channels because they had like-mindedness. They like-minded. Remember that key phrase right there, like-minded. And loyalty to a cause. Well, along the way, a lot of our loyalties to a cause and our like-minded views have been put to a test, have been put up on the chopping block. Now, it's almost as if there's a steering mechanism causing us to be not only to be loyal to a cause, but to be loyal to a fault, and to be loyal to a fault to creators themselves. Constructive criticism, even though the definition is clearly that, is thrown to the wayside. Cynicism has taken the place of criticism, And they're trying to use that as constructive criticism. Now, I might have lost you there. But think about it. Sarcastic, cynical, snarky ass people trying to come across as they're trying to be constructive critics, just in a way to bash and attack. And on the same token, if you're not loyal to your creators, even though you might be sincere in asking questions about certain actions that your creators are doing, or certain actions that the other subscribers or the moderators are performing, you can be actually banished from that so-called proverbial island. And that's been taken out of context so much during this time too. You can be put yourself on an island by yourself because you've just went against the grain. You've asked a question. Even though they want like-minded people, folks, they want sheep. You're supposed to be a sheep. You're supposed to shut up and be quiet like a dodo bird and continue over the cliff with the rest. Now, mind you, nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. But at the same time, look at how many have evolved out of this macabre menagerie, if you will. That now, even by this creator himself, he has made comments that this community evolves around him. Now, again, he's got an ego size Texas. He's a great character. I had a person tell me the other day, they might watch him because they never can tell what's going to come out of his mouth next. He's funny, he's smart, hilarious. He's made mistakes. He's done things wrong. I went at him several times. But at the same time, now we've got a scripted play, a scripted menagerie, if you will. Bunch of fake-ass people, mind you. When I say fake-ass people, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but I want to just go ahead and bring truth to this, and I want to bring reality to your fake-ass lives. I want you to realize, and I want you to close your eyes for a minute if you can, you fake people. You know who I'm talking about. And I will mention your names in a minute, but I just want you, if you'll just close your eyes, maybe you'll see it before I mention your name. Nobody would have paid attention to you. Nobody would have given you the attention you have now. Nobody would have known what you had done prior if it wasn't for one individual. Now that sounds like some strong words, don't it? That sounds like some hateful things to say, don't it? Well, now I've been hearing, and I've got from the mouth of the tiger himself, that he's moved on. He's garnered separation. He's making moves to separate from those frenemies, from those people that he thought was loyal to him. Now, mind you, these are some of the same people that when they first got found out about or came on the scene, so to speak, through others' channels, of course, they were nobodies. They took advantage of snidbits of information, snidbits of attention that they garnered through an individual or individuals in order to become somebody they're not. Because in actuality, they're not nobody. They never was anybody. They're just like me and you. They're nobody important. They've made themselves important. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for a certain creator or creators, they wouldn't even have an opportunity to fall flat on their face like they are doing now. Because mind you, it goes, when you go from like having 100-something people in your chat or going from 200 people in your chat, when you're talking about facade bullshit, when you're hiding behind the Tigerland mantra, to getting the damn tiger rug pulled out from underneath you
and you only got 34 people in your life, that should garner some attention from your own egotistical selves. You should see that, because what's been feeding you, what you've been feeding off of for an entire year, what you have been garnering attention from for an entire year, well, now you're biting the hand that has been feeding you. Now, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, if you agree or disagree. What matters is your ego has caused you some great harm, because guess what, folks? These people are nobody. How do you plan on garnering more attention now? How do you intend on trying to stay afloat, so to speak? Well, let me tell you, and this is where you're going to get bit butthurt, because see, it's obviously what's going to happen, because now where the stream forked before, but where the both were two sides of a stream had forked, they're all of a sudden going to start converging together, folks. Yeah, the good and the bad, or the half-assed bad, whatever you want to call them, or the half-assed good, or the ones that have been fooling around trying to be all good and all nicey-nicey, they were all together to begin with. See, that creek might have forked, but that creek was together before it forked, and it will come back together in the end. And that's where we're all going to be right now. Now, is that really going to help you? The cannibalistic ideas is going to have to start sinking in now. What are we going to have? Because mind you, let me go through the list. Rap, you weren't shit before BK. If it wasn't for BK, you would still be a lowly sub. Nicolina, you weren't shit before BK. Now, mind you, BK made you what you are. Then you moved on to attacking Ernie. That's great and all, God, that's all goody. Now, because you have been able to create and stay with your game, I have to respect you on that one. I have to give you a little bit of respect. That's not saying much, but I have to say you've stayed the course. So now what you have become, what you and Rap have become, now mind you, again, you weren't shit if it wasn't for BK. And see, what you have done is created a new menagerie. People seen how you were able to stay afloat after you separated from BK. But guess what? The only way you stayed afloat by separating from BK was you had to have somebody else to leech off of. You had to find somebody to attack to help you. BK moved on. Now, the question is, if Ernie moves on, well, then guess what? Your only good friends you have right now are the friends you've had before all this shit started to begin with, which is the one that's got you in speed dial right now, that lets you talk to his child, in the middle of the night. That's who's going to be coming over that way. That's where the stream's going to come back together after the fork. That's what you're going to have over there. So now, what are you going to have? You're going to have Mama T. You're going to have Jimbo. And maybe possibly Jamie, which I hope not, back over there in the mix. Is that what we're going to have? So all the haters are going to be right piled up against each other, minus the one who started majority of you, BK and Ernie. Because see, this is to be clear. Again, I'm not trying to upset nobody, but I'm trying to state a fact here. And you can get pissed off if you want to and get butthurt. It doesn't matter. But it's still true. Because see, Jimbo, you had an illustrious career as a wrestler, if you want to call it that. You wrote a book. The first chapter was about who? You won a national championship with some 13-year-old boys. Basketball. Congratulations on that. Would any of that information have been privy to anybody over here in YouTubeville? You had a marriage to an underage woman. Again, would any of that information be privy to anyone in YouTube land if you weren't involved or affiliated with Ernie Shell? If you wouldn't have come on a certain creator's channel attacking Ernie Shell, would any of those, historical landmarks that you've got in your life, would they even be brought up? Would anybody be paying attention to your videos showing you wearing a wrestling belt, showing you with your championship behind your belt, all this shit that you have claimed that you've done? Again, Ernie's claimed a lot of shit too. Ernie's shit's out there. You can look up Ernie, you can find all the shit he's done, all the shit he's claimed to do, and also the scams he's pulled, everything you want to call it, it's out there. But what about you, Jimbo? And again, Jimbo, you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Tina Simmerly, Xander, you got to think about it. Yes, you had the QAnon thing going on for a long time, and I am so, whatever you want to call that. You're looking for UFOs, you're looking out in the sky, looking at stars and shit, that's fine, dude. Whatever it is, it don't matter. I mean, hey, each your own. But if it wasn't for Ernie Shells, would you have made an impact on YouTube if it wasn't for Ernie Shells? I mean, just being clear here, folks, that there is a key person involved in this that is separating from all you drama queen, drama junkies that have all garnered praise off of this individual. Now, be it some of you have attacked this individual, been against this individual, not slander, but I mean, you called him out for what he's done, so be it. But then you got back with him. You joined forces with him again. And now, where are you? Now, mind you, there's a list. There's still a list. Genevieve, woman for the people, woman for the women, or wherever the hell you want to put yourself at. We don't even know what your damn occupation is. Well, we do now. It's cloud chaser. But where would you be if it wasn't for Ernie Shell? But see, that's where it all started, folks. And Matt Kemper, I haven't forgot about you, man. Nobody would know that you were either an Uber driver or you worked at a Wahlburger or something like that. Or you worked somewhere fast food. It doesn't matter. It's still a job. But you wouldn't be Matt Kemper. You would just be somebody at a drive-thru. That's all you'd be. If it wasn't for Ernie Shell, Tina Simmerly, with all the attacks back and forth, the smacking back and forth that you were doing on Facebook, and your tail of the liking would be nothing. Without Ernie Shell, tail of the liking would be almost like if you picked a booger. You just had to find somewhere to wipe it off. That's all you'd be. See, the difference between you and me is I was here before Ernie Shell got involved. There's proof to that. I had a channel. I caught a lot of hell on the behest of some of you people that I mentioned just now, wanting me to go after Ernie, giving me all this bullshit stories and everything that he had done. Ernie's Ernie. Ernie's done some shit. Ernie's not perfect, but he's done some shit and he's yet to damn answer for it. Got your man, the Kemper Mirror man. Yeah, I already know who you are. You just might as well be Kemper made over. But see, the point is, you're bringing up old hashing bullshit. You're bringing up shit that happened last year. We all know about this shit. What the hell is your point? You're wanting attention. You can't do shit by yourself. But now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when there ain't nobody out there wanting to listen to your shit? We've already seen proof how that happens. Now, if Ernie does leave, which I've really, be honest with you, I'd be surprised if Ernie does leave, because Ernie, no disrespect, man, but you got ego. And I know that you love to hear people talk about you. And hey, who don't? It happens. But you give these people so much attention that they garner this shit. And that's where these people go to. You've taught them so much. And now they're biting the hand that feeds them. Again, I am not nothing like these people. I'm just stating a fact. Truth has been my enemy the whole time. I've never lied. I've been honest about everything. And again, Nicolina, don't get butthurt. You can get pissed off and just don't get in that bottle too far, okay? I know you're going to get upset about it. It's going to drive you crazy. Just don't get in the bottle too much, okay? I don't want to drive you to drinking, trust me, which I mean, you probably are there, but it's early in the morning. You probably got you a damn hot toddy or something, a mimosa. Maybe don't y'all do that lunchtime? Brunch mimosas?
Not those kind of people.
No, they don't. Not those kind of people.
They just go straight.
But rap, mind you, one of these days when you grow up, I hope you have better role models. I really do. I hope you have better role models. the mother figure that you've got right now, she's not very, she's not really motherly. You just really, you've got to just sit back a little bit. I mean, hell, go to Power Rangers or something. I mean, hell, probably get more fun out of them. They come on every Saturday morning. They even on the weekdays. You catch replays on some of these damn streaming channels. I mean, get to the Power Rangers. Do something. Gummy bears. I don't know. Just somebody. I mean, you really, you pick and choose your own battles, man. It is what it is.
No.
Ernie, that's just what I want you to do, Ernie. I'm not telling you what to do. I would like you to do that. Ernie, I would love for you to stay the hell away from all these damn these manufactured drama queens. Every one of them that have been riding on your shirt tail. Now, mind you, Ernie, when I say that, I do know they're going to come after you. They always do. You're their damn meat potatoes. Just ignore them.
Sorry.
You know, well, I wouldn't laugh at that.
Well, I'm
I was
sorry.
laughing at me saying ignore them because I've had so many people say, just ignore them, Griff. I know how hard that is to do. Trust me. It's hard to ignore these idiots. But, Ernie, if you're trying to move on, you're trying to become something else, become something better, then all power to you. I hope that's what you want. I didn't say one time. I did not say I was 100%. Now, look, that's where you misconstrued it. That's fine. I have never said I was 100% nobody. I'm on the outside looking in. Again, I told you to listen to what I'm saying. I said I am behind him moving on. That's what I said. If he wants to move on, then stay away from the bullshit. Stay away from the rats. Stay away from the maggots. The ones that want to grow up and be flies. Fly away. Move on. That's what I want. Quit giving these people clout. Quit giving these people protection. And quit hanging around somewhere that you don't want to be in. If you want to try to say, oh, there's a community completely about you, well then, if you don't like saying that, then stop being here. That's my point. This community was not about Ernie Shell. Never has been about Ernie Shell. It's never been about BK. These people have garnered this attention by the actions that they have done, by what they've done. Now, look, again, I've had issues with Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell knows that. I can still have a respectful conversation with him. If it upsets you, then so be it. I mean, I'm sorry. But it doesn't mean that I have to agree because, see, that's the commonality that we have that a lot of you people don't. See, I don't want people to be loyal to me. I want people to be loyal to a cause. I will accept constructive criticism. That's some things that these other creators will not allow. They don't want you to be criticizing them. Now, what I'm getting at is this right here. Whenever it comes to, we had to call in the Pokies. Had to call them in. Had to call in all the cows. Had to bring them in, rein them in. Had to rein in all the moderators. And then all of a sudden, the very next live the Stan has, that's what? Poor little Stan only had 34 people in his chat. What in the hell become of this? See, that is my point right there. That is my whole point. You're getting a taste of some medicine. You're getting a taste of some poison that you've spewed out on several people too. Because if somebody's ever went against you, Jimbo, somebody ever goes against you, Nicolino, anybody out there. I mean, why do you think Mama T having almost only 700 subscribers is getting more people in her chat than you are? I know that bothers you, Jimbo. I know that bothers you. Jimbo, I said this months ago, and you come in this chat before the channel name changed, before my wife took over. I had a theory. I brought a theory across the table. Hanlon, I know you remember this. O2U, I know you do too. But I brought a theory across the table about all this shit being manufactured drama, sort of like wrestling. Sort of like wrestling. That all these people that was against Ernie are all piled up with Ernie now. All been a coup the entire time. All of a sudden, Jimbo come in this chat, man, he come in here storm raising. Boy, I had him triggered. Let me come up on panel. I said, no, Jimbo, this is just a theory. I'm not trying to get your feathers ruffled up. It's just a theory. And I was real calm. I didn't raise my voice. But he got so fucking upset over that. But then you started seeing exactly how it all fell out. Shortly after that, Jimbo went and picked him up from the hospital. Shortly after that, Jimbo put out the paperwork about, or the documentation about Matt Kemper wanting to damn start a war. Of course, he's back in the chat now. Of course, Matt Kemper's supposed to give out $100 of his hard-earned money to the newest fundraiser that Jimbo started putting up. Congratulations. So glad things are turning out. Makes you wonder. It was that hide and watch, yeah. Exactly. And boy, people got alerted real quick about that, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was shortly before I got attacked on another channel, on another creator's channel, by a Kemper. They got so upset trying to keep the damn shit going. And again, Kemper would not even be a household name. Anna would not even be a name worthy of even talking about. Think about that, folks. There's some similarities between me and Ernie. You have to say that. I'm not having an ego. I do got an ego. I'm not gonna lie. But I can deal with my downfall. So can Ernie, I believe. But I hope Ernie continues to doing what Ernie says he's going to do, because that's what Ernie's been doing for a long time. He has been saying what he's going to do. And if he can just keep doing that, then I guess that'll be okay. Because as long as he keeps saying he's going to do that, I mean, that to me, he's still saying it. He hasn't stopped saying it. So let's just, as long as he's still saying he's going to, you cannot contradict that as long as he's still saying what he's saying he's going to do. Because it don't mean, just as long as he keeps saying it.
But he keeps saying no.
Yeah, as long as he keeps saying it. So, I mean, just keep doing it.
Say yes,
but
say no.
Think about this, folks.
Good morning, Moore's house.
How are these people going to prevail without attacking other people? They've already showed where they're trying to go to, and this is no disrespect to any subscribers, but whenever you go attacking subscribers that call you out, people that make your channel what it is, people that are actually there for you, that have sent money to you, or maybe not, have brought other subscribers to your channel, maybe not. But when you get called out by one of them because they've caught you in a downright fucking lie, then
you do the block thing.
All of a sudden you do the block game. You used to be the dirty elite. It's always a dirty elite.
Good morning.
Thank you, Truth Hurts. There's always a dirty elite with you people, but now it's the block syndrome. But now we've seen the divide, folks. We've seen the divide. The 20-year relationship, that's still a friendship, folks, no matter which way you look at it. I'm not going to sit there and try to cause any kind of rift between that, because it don't matter what happens on it. This is where I've been trying to explain to you for a long time. There's a difference between real life and YouTube, folks.
No,
there's a real life and then there's YouTube. And that friendship, I would never, that's still a friendship. That's a bond. I've got friendship. That's right. That's a friendship you ain't never going to take away. Whatever they do outside the damn YouTube is nobody else's business. That's their business. That's their business. But whenever you come into YouTube and you bring personal shit into YouTube, it's got to hurt. It don't tickle. You got to draw a line somewhere. So whatever manufactured drama that this wrestling promoter / former wrestler with back problems that has supposedly ended his high school career over scandal created on YouTube over his personal life, supposedly, allegedly. That's just come out of his words, his mouth.
But he went back to work.
that has become a professional YouTuber. This is where professionalism comes in. You lose sight of that. There's no professionalism whatsoever in what we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. This is not professionalism. This is not truth. But as long as he keeps making the promises, he's still, and just, he doesn't have to, as long as he don't put a deadline on the promises, right, Truth Hurt? I mean, I'm being sarcastic. I really am. But you see my point, though. It's to me, I can't stand for people to get hurt. I can't stand for people to get hurt by these people. I can't stand for all of them because they're all alike. Every freaking one of them. That's where I want to get. That's where I'm trying to get. I want to get that. That's what I'm trying to get right now to the point. And it's what pisses people off. The reality is they are all doing the same shit to each other and to other people, but they don't want to come out and admit that, but they want to admit it about other people. You see what I'm saying? They doing the same shit. They're attacking subs. They're attacking each other. They're taking advantage of subs. I don't know what Ernie wants to do. Mystic Merman, I don't know. That could be a good possibility. Is she a female? Is it female? I mean, they got prime minister in China. They have female prime minister over there. I don't know. China's bad about that with that bigamy shit over there. I don't know. But I don't know. But I mean, it could possibly be. I mean, hell, is she good looking? I mean, it's possible. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, they've all done the same shit. I mean, look, I've said this since day. If anybody would want to go back, I know it's boring. I know it's not nothing everybody likes doing. I know I've put out some long-winded, some stupid stuff that don't make no sense whatsoever. I know nothing I've ever said is made any sense because it ain't never stuck. It's sort of like soup. It's like water soup. It don't stick to the ribs. Nothing I say.
It's like that spaghetti. You sling up on the wall.
So you're really helping me out, baby. I appreciate it.
I'm just
You're
trying
to
to
say
help
that
you.
about. You're saying you're really helping me out. Okay.
Just trying to say
I'm like
what
the spaghetti noodles slung against the wall.
No, I'm
Yeah,
trying
that's
to,
great, woman. Hey, you want to keep going? Okay, continue. That's awesome.
I'm
I
just
mean,
trying to
I
help.
was doing enough damage myself without you doing that. That's fine. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, now the spaghetti noodle. Okay. I have said this before, and I will say it again.
I'm sorry, boo-boo.
None of these people walked on water. I did one time. One time.
And it was frozen.
It was frozen, and them cops had to help me up out of that water when that shit broke loose. Because I was running. I did not want to go in that damn cop car. I was barefoot too. I done lost my flip-flops before I got the water. I thought it was laying there. It was in a golf course, but I thought they was laying there. But that shit was froze.
That is fine. Yeah, I think so too.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Truth Hurt, and you're exactly right. That is my point. When the whole thing about the damn getting all the moderators together, that little story about the moderators. Now, Ernie, if you're listening to this shit, look, hey, we've already talked, we've already discussed it. I know, I'm not going to bat no eye at this bullshit. I'm going to sit there and call it what it is. But at the same time, and I believe that you know what you're doing. You're doing what I'm calling them out on because these people cannot handle it on their own. Bottom line. No matter what you think about Ernie, no matter what I think about Ernie, Ernie's got a gift. Do I agree with Ernie with what he's saying, what he's doing all the time? No, I don't. Never have. Not everything. I think he's got charisma. I think he's got a character. I think he can be something better than what he is. And some of the things that Gotcha Man said, which he ringed a lot true. He sounded so much as if he had heard some of the things that I had said about Ernie, but at the same time, he sounded a lot like Kemper. Did any of y'all agree?
I do.
Do y'all not hear a hint of Kemper? Because Kemper's always been told he's got a voice for radio or a voice for TV. You know, that glamour radio. I mean, I guess that's what Little Caesars does to people. But neither here nor there. But, Kemper, he's got a knack himself. If Kemper will figure out how to use it instead of using it for hateful, distasteful shit. But
He's got a gift for. No, I'm just gonna be quiet.
to be it, without a doubt, yeah. But Ernie's been doing this for a long time. He's been creating this persona, this image for a long time. No matter what you want to try to say to dismantle it, it's hard to chink his armor. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to have his own TV show.
Yeah, Ernie can come across and be whatever he wants to be. Ernie can do just about what he wants to do. Do I have to agree with him? No, I don't agree with a damn thing he's saying. I can still, even somebody I don't agree with, I can still tell them that they got charisma. Now, on the other hand, I'm not an idiot either. Don't take my kindness for weakness, because I can tell you straight out, BK is a dork. BK, if I would see BK on the street, I'd tell him to pull his damn britches up. That's all I'd tell him to do. I mean, I really wouldn't tell him about that, because there's nothing there. There's no content there. There's no reason for me to walk up to him. Now, if I seen Ernie on the street, I would walk up to him. If Ernie was sitting there looking up in the sky or walking around looking for a bottle of water, I'd ask him if he needs some help. You know, I could see that in Ernie, but BK, that's a whole different person.
I just have to slap the ugly shit.
I would just say, man, get your goddamn pants up off your damn knees. What is wrong with you, boy?
Off of him.
I mean, I would. Just because he looks like an idiot. But that's just me.
Good morning, AG. We're glad to see you here today, sweetheart.
Yes, we are. But let me be clear. Folks, this is where they get butthurt. Whenever the clans are going to come together. Oh, the clans of the Highlands are going to come together now because the Nicolina 666s and all the other groups. Okay, what Paula, what sub is still stirring up problems in my chat?
Oh, is it in your chat?
Apparently in my chat. Is it my chat or is it in this It Matters chat?
Because in chats with the S.
Okay, are still in chats. Well, who are the subs that are still on problem? Ah, how you doing, Honest Rage? I'm just curious. Because see, I'm gonna tell you right now. You got the clansmen of the Nicolina. You got the clansmen of the Raps, the sub clams, the clams of the Raps, and then you've got the ones of the Jimbo Rage over there, the Jimbo Rage. They're going to be, they're going to have to come up with something. Now Jimbo's got the garnering of the Gotcha Man. He's got, of course, Nicolina's got Gotcha Man too. See, and then Kemper is going to be the go for all. And then you got Genevieve that's still popping up in these chats, folks. And then you cannot forget about Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake's still out there, and she's still a damn formidable foe because she can stir up straight ass lies and make it look so good because I help mama. But you're going to have problems like that. So what are you going to do, folks? Yes, I did. I said good morning, Andre. What are we going to do? What are you going to do whenever you have nobody to go against? Now, I'm not trying to. That sounds like me putting out a welcome mat, ain't it? No, that's not what I'm doing because you've already done that. You've already broke me down. Remember, I'm irrelevant. Remember? What I say is irrelevant. My shit don't mean nothing. I know who I am. If I was shooting for shit, I wouldn't get a smell, right? All this, what I'm speaking is bullshit. So I know how I feel about myself. Yeah, I need to go to counseling and try to get me a little bit more self-esteem, but I reckon I'm just I'm in here the way it is. But yeah. Don't say a word at Griff.
What's that? I didn't say it.
I ain't saying a word. I'm being a good boy. I'm being a real good boy. But you know, hey, I'm Mars House. You take your nap, sweetheart. But you see my point, folks. These people, they don't care. It's almost like they wait till the tit runs dry. You know, kitty. What is about when till the tit runs dry? What that?
Oh, I don't know.
Tough titty said to kitty when the milk went dry. Is that what it is? But see, there's a lot of shit going on. It's all right around you. A lot of misleading shit. They'll go after subs. They're going after subs, people. Going after subs. And that's happened a lot. I get told that a lot in here. But one thing about it, my wife, man, this is her show. She's got subs that protect her, that do their job the right way. Now, mind you, that's misleading because a lot of times you can go into other subs and they say they're doing the same thing and they're blocking out people. You know,
They don't want to hear what you have to say.
but then what's the irony is whenever they get kicked off that show, whenever they mods lose their wrench, and trust me, I know how a mod does when they lose a wrench. Trust me. When they lose their wrench, when they leave, they still get to take whoever they blocked out of that chat. So it takes that creator having to go back and find out who was blocked. They have to go back in their studio and they have to unblock stuff. So you need to be careful of that. Ernie, in your chat, if you don't mind, you need to go back to your studio. You've got some people blocked out of your chat that you don't have no idea they're blocked because of another moderator that's no longer with you at this time has blocked you. You're up a lot of opposition on YouTube. Do I have a lot of opposition on YouTube? Honest Rage? Is that what you're saying? Again, I have a lot of opposition against me on YouTube. I wouldn't doubt it. Why do you think that? Because I'm speaking the truth? So you think that would make some kind of sense to somebody, but it don't really make sense to me. Why is the truth so negative? You understand what I'm saying? Honest Rage? Why is truth so negative here? In general, I know. I've got so much opposition against me in YouTube. That's true. So much opposition in YouTube. What do y'all really believe in? What do y'all really care about? Somebody else must have went live now because the numbers are dropping. I've never cared about views and clicks and likes. Again, my ego pushed me to give my channel to my wife. And I do come on here from time to time to speak my mind. And I appreciate all the ones that have followed her Ernie's live now. So there you go. That answers everything. See, I'm not stupid, people. I see things in general. I see what's going on. Do y'all not see it too? Or do y'all just, is that not what you want? You want somebody that can pay attention to what goes on or not? I don't know. My numbers are dropping drastically. Ernie must have something important to say. I'm not going to stream Ernie. We're not going to stream Ernie. That's not how we're doing this. It's not about creativity, but it's about the facts. I had a little chat with him this morning. Yes, I did have a chat with Ernie. I asked him about all the melee. I asked him about certain individuals that I'd seen running their mouth that I swear to God sounds just like some of the same old petty bullshit we've dealt with before. Yeah, it's a petty competition. It takes away from the mission, and that's right. And the mission was the mission was to keep doing what we're doing, but they don't. Well, what are we doing? That's the problem right now. We've lost faith in it. I thought this was a true crime community. And I'm not trying to dislodge anything from what we've been talking about here lately, but this is all part of these hateful people that I'm talking about, and I'm trying to. I'm not allowed at this time to speak about what I want to speak about, and that's out of respect for law enforcement, out of respect for the families involved. But at the same time, I can show you direct links where these same individuals that I cannot talk about are doing what they're doing to other people and fixing to start. It's almost like the damn storm's brewing. Like I can see it coming again. It's not that I'm premonitioning this. I'm just telling you, I cannot go into detail about it, but this shit's already happened before and it's being investigated. And these people keep doing what they're doing and they get away with it constantly until somebody steps forth and does something about it. And that's the way it should be. And that's the way it should happen. And they should feel the brunt force of everything coming toward them. And that's true. Now, again, what I'm talking about don't have nothing to do with Ernie. What I was talking about earlier did, about him and his people that are biting the hand that feeds them, these damn wannabes that are nothing, that have never been anything, that were just because their little minuscule lives are just like as minuscule as mine. They were nobody before they grabbed on the shirt tail of Ernie Shell and they rode it till all of a sudden it's almost like they're hanging on to somebody's shirt tail on that wave. That's right. That's what I got to do, Native G. That's right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Native G. That's exactly right. So all I can do is shed light on them. That's all I can do is show you, look, they're all the same. They're doing the same things. I wish I could tell you what I'm talking about right now, but certain individuals can't. I won't do that to them. But lo and behold, whenever the winds change, Native G, when them winds change, sweetheart, and you allow me to open my mouth, we're going to bring it to them. We're going to bring it to them. I'm glad to see you doing well, sweetheart. You stay strong. Staying strong, stronger together means something, folks, whether these people like it or not. They didn't want us to be stronger together. They want people to be like-minded, but hey, guess what? They don't give a damn about like-minded people. They want people just to agree and shut up and go along with the damn plan. Don't question nobody. Don't sit there and say, wait a minute, this ain't what you said last week, or this is the contradictory of what you're going on, what you're saying you're doing. They don't want you doing that. They'll attack you left and right. You don't have freedom. They want like-minded people, right? But they don't want to allow you the freedom to speak your mind. They want you to have that mindset. And this cult mentality, it sure is stretching out. It sure is stretching out. These cult mentalities going all over the place. You got cult leaders left and right. Even if they don't want to be a cult leader, they becoming a cult leader. That's sick, man. That's sick.
Whether they like it or not.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Ernie Shell's seeing this shit. Maybe he's seeing what it's turning out to be. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just speaking outside, trying to get some kind of benefit of the doubt that maybe that might be what's going on. But hey, who knows? I do know this. There's a lot of these damn stray dogs and stray cats and stray tigers, whatever you want to call them, that are moving on. That are trying to get something bigger than what they are, being bigger than the britches they are. Calling other people little men, little man, irrelevant. Irrelevant, really? Do you not realize you were irrelevant before you even jumped on this bandwagon, you piece of shit, no-neck fucker? Do you know that's how irrelevant you were? And the only reason you're relevant now is because you put yourself and wrote a book about this man? You fake-ass man that done wrestling, which is fake? Come on, man. You fake, man. You are irrelevant. You are fake. But you want to call somebody else fake for calling you out? Man, blow it up somebody else's ass. You fake-ass person. Walk around with a wrestling belt wrapped around your no-neck ass. Come on, man. You fake, man. You don't intimidate shit. You come in this damn community attacking Ernie Shell, calling him everything in the book. You rode my shirt tail to get on here, clung on it till you were able to branch off with Tail of the Lycan, and then you broke off with the Stand. All on the same premise that you was going after your friend of 20 years, man. You don't think we paid attention to that? You don't think we seen that? And then you went right back to him, which we gave you that benefit because you were 20 years into it. That's 20 years vested friendship. But hindsight's 20/20. Fuck me once, shame on you. Fuck me twice, shame on me. That ain't happening. I will not forget. I will forgive all your bullshit, but I'm not forgetting it. I'm not going to go down that trip again. You fake-ass individual. You want to call me irrelevant. You want to call other people irrelevant. You want to put people in the titles of your damn lives and your chats and go after them just to make them relevant for your sake, and then turn around and use them and take advantage of them, you fake-ass individual. Whose wife damn counterfeited a champ check and damn wrote a bounce check? Whose wife went to jail? Who married a damn woman underage and ended up marrying another one underage? Who done all that shit? That's where we find out this information is your irrelevant ass got involved with Ernie Shell and joined this damn community. That's how all that shit come out, man. So your irrelevance became relevant whenever you jumped on somebody else's damn shirt tail. you piece of shit.
Well, he put the information out there.
Yeah, you might as well have put it out there with a damn bow on it, man. You might as well have put it out there with a bow, just to draw attention to yourself. You and your little damn Little Caesars damn Chef Boyardee man Kemper over there, both of you, and Genevieve, the fake ass damn consultant awareness and advocate or whatever the hell she wants to be, the damn in-home nurse.
There ain't no more than a glorified.
You ain't nothing but fake people, man. Every one of you people.
She's a pill pusher.
Go sell your pills, man. Go do what you got to do, man. That's what real life's all about. I'm not down in that. Hell, Puppy do it every day. But you do it. Nobody costs you to lose your fucking job. What you done in your past is still lingering no matter what. Nobody in YouTube cost you your fucking job, you piece of shit.
But he will say that about you.
Hey, they might have called my job left and right. My job had to make decisions, but I moved on. I still carried on by my profession. You're the one that decided to go to work for schools, messing with children, being school teacher, after having a damn life of, a damn black mark against you because you married somebody 12 years old. That was your choice, not mine. But you made yourself relevant. Before all this shit with Ernie Shells, Jimbo, that was irrelevant. Nobody give a fuck about your fucking past life before you got to chasing after Ernie Shell. Now all of a sudden, you want to sit there and cry about it. Nobody give a fuck about your damn bouncing checks old lady. Nobody cares. Nobody care about that. Yeah, the ex-FBI, that's going to be Genevieve. She's a joke. Lenny, that's exactly what it is. Genevieve. She's also been an ex-everything. I think she's done everything except for work at Waffle House. I mean, to be honest with you.
She is a LPN, a licensed pill pusher for in-home health care. She changes bedpans, changes sheets, gives them their meds, and stays there when it's needed. That's exactly what she does. That is her title. But she is also a known felony. She has 2 felony records against her. Both of them for handguns.
And that's all she does is use people's info against them. That's all she's a QAnon freak. That's what she is. She's a QAnon freak. Bottom line. But seriously, let's just get this clear, Jimbo. You are nobody. You weren't nobody. Yes, you might have won a national championship with a bunch of youngins. And you might have been a school teacher. And you might have been this and that. I don't know what you was. And you wrote a book. But the first fucking chapter of your book to draw any attention, to draw any flies to your fucking book was about Ernie Shell. So come on, man. Who the fuck relevant? Who made you relevant?
But it was supposed to be all about her.
But it was all about you and your fucking life of being an MMA or you life of being a fucking wannabe damn wrestler. But you wrote the first fucking chapter about Ernie Shell. Are you fucking kidding me?
But wasn't the Tales of Lightning supposed to be about Ernie and Shelby and Jimbo, how they all came to know one another? She said she said that. Am I not right?
You're right. That's what I'm saying. But he brought it out, and you never even sent me a fucking copy of the book, man. I'm a little butthurt about that. I wanted to read that first chapter. That's been the only chapter I'd read, but I wanted to read it. Because I don't give a fuck about you, because you are irrelevant. But the only reason you was relevant, Jimbo, to remember, when I asked you to send me a copy of the book, is because you were bringing information about Ernie. But you didn't bring shit. You were just as bad as Kemper and Genevieve. You fucking wannabes, man. You're nothing but a pill hustler with a wife that likes writing bad checks. That's all you are. And you like marrying young women. No big deal. But you're nobody. You're still irrelevant. I can still walk past you on the street and not give a fuck about you. I'm sorry. So where the fuck do you get calling somebody irrelevant, you fuck stick? You showed how irrelevant you were whenever Ernie called all his damn subs in. Ernie calls all his subs in and says, hey, we're breaking camp here. No more. Yeah, and I don't know what happened there. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing from the outside, just like y'all are too. And like Ernie says, hey, from now on, we no longer go into Jimbo's chat. Fuck that shit. You stay the fuck out of Jimbo's chat. We're not going over there. We're going to roll it. We're going to show him just what it's about. He fucking scolded you. He put you on the spot. And you pulled 34 people in your chat.
He got butthurt.
Damn, man. That had to have fucking stung. After all them nights of gambling and betting on fucking football games, you ain't done shit. And by the way, you suck at that shit.
And raising money for his kids,
Yeah, raising money for an iPad or an iPhone for your kid. Come on, man. Well, how do you think he was able to consciously do that thing? Do you think that you were relevant? Do you think that people looked at you as being somebody fucking important? No, they did it because you was a friend of Ernie's, man. Come on. You're a fake ass wannabe, man. You're just a step above Kemper because you show your face.
He does? Which one?
Now, this is going to piss some people off, I know. You're all going to get butthurt. I appreciate everybody's want to listen. But, I mean, I don't give a shit what you think about me. What are you going to do now? You're going to try to find some way to come after me?
Oh, yeah.
That's, of course, how you do it. You don't know how to accept criticism, so I just have to give it to you this way. I'm not the old man on the porch, you know what I mean? But you've been walking by the whole time while you're going in to see grandmama. She's giving you money left and right. And you walking right past the porch, hey, grandpa. You ain't never going to ask grandpa how he's doing, because grandpa, you don't want that to happen. Before long, you say you feel a little damn conscientious about it. You got to ask grandpa. And grandpa said, boy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, boy. You sit your ass down right here. Let me tell you something about your ass. And you don't listen to me, boy. That's when grandpa gets on that ass. He ain't got butt whooping. No, he ain't got to damn get a switch out the yard. He can sit right there and just tongue lash your ass. And you feel like you've been beat 17 times. If I've offended anybody, I apologize. Wine time, you come out, you left out of here early, and I'm sorry if you're upset about that. But the fact of the matter is, there's always going to be this. And there's going to be people that think Ernie's a weird little man. That's on mine. You're going to have that. You're going to have issues like that. And people, hey, and that's what the damn freedom of being on YouTube is all about, what it should be. You should be able to say and feel the way you want to. You ain't got to be so damn hateful at it. I mean, I know that's hard not to do. But anybody that gets backed in the corner is going to get hateful. They're going, hell, I've done it too. But when you're going to get on there and you want to premeditate and you want to set up something on a damn live, to go after somebody. And then, again, the other night, I'm not trying to give Nicolina any damn props. I mean, I'll give her this much. She's about the damn most sadistic-ass damn woman I've ever met in my life. But other than a couple more that are running close seconds. She called Gotcha Man out the other night because he's sounding a lot like Kemper. She even seen where they've been communicating. So, yeah, there's leeches out there. That's who I call the leeches. There's leeches out there that are paying attention to what's going on, that are feeding the fuel to the fire to these creators. It's good to see a creator pay attention to that and know that. Whether she's damn doxing somebody or not, she's going and researching. She's not doxing because she's not putting it on screen. So I have to give her that much. All she's doing is she's putting it out there. So don't sit there and get butthurt because somebody calls you out for what you are. But Ernie Shell's Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell's Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell is Ernie Shell. Who is Jimbo? Other than putting a slash behind Jimbo's name and adding Ernie Shell, he's nobody. Who is Kemper? Other than adding a slash behind Kemper's name and adding Ernie Shell, he's nobody. Nicolina. Other than adding a BK rap. It's almost like a damn sandwich at BK in it. Adding BK rap and then slash Ernie Shell behind their name, they're nobody. You see my point? Now, mind you, I have to give respect's due. BK was here before Ernie was. So BK had his legend already started by his own self. He created his own demise. Yeah, Jimbo did jump on Ernie's tail. That's what he did do. Ernie didn't jump on Jimbo's tail. Ernie already had a name for himself. That's what I'm trying to get at, folks. Look, I didn't have a big name. I didn't have a name. I had a name for myself, but I was just me. I wasn't nobody. I was a little bitty peon on this damn thing. Y'all remember when I first come out? I didn't have to latch on to Ernie to get nobody. I already had my numbers went up before Ernie. Look and pay attention. Thanks to them no thanks. And the rest of them, when I first got in here, that's who got my numbers up. That's who helped me get my numbers up. I give credit where credit's due. Look, we might be back at each other. We might be at odds right now with what he's doing, what he was doing before, how it was going. But the fact of the matter is, that's who I credit me coming up for. BK was already in here. BK was already doing his shit. No thanks is doing his thing. He's still been continuing his thing. He's been able to get around all this bullshit and been doing what he's doing. I don't have to agree with him. But that's who got me where I'm at. And that's why I'm where I'm at now, because he turned me loose. And I am, he allowed me to be me. And I've taken my own benefit. I've taken my own I've crashed and fell. That's me. I don't want nobody to have to look back and say, damn, that I was their downfall. I never wanted that. And I told all of them that. I don't want nobody to be associated with me because I'm going to keep it real. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be nobody's damn shirt tail hugger. I don't want to be that way. I'm going to be myself. I appreciate what they've done, and I do appreciate what they've done, because my wife wouldn't have this channel right now if it wasn't that. But remember that, Jimbo. Remember that, Kemper. Remember that, Genevieve. Remember that, Nicolina. Remember that, Rap. I was not a subscriber. See, I didn't come down this damn dark, narrow pathway that y'all went down through the subscriber road. No, I never was. I didn't have a clue what I was getting into. I just started putting videos out. I didn't go on people's chats. Didn't know nothing about all that bullshit. I just started putting videos out and got their attention. Got their attention. That was me. Little old me got their attention. That's how I garnered my praise. And I respect each and every one of them for paying attention to me. I respect every one of them. I still remember my first subscriber from Ireland. And I also remember my second subscriber, even though she might be a sworn enemy of mine now. I still remember. Hannah remembers her too. The next one was Marge. The next one was damn Roberta. See, I remember, because I was here before this riffraff came in. I was here before the little Ernie saga began. I was putting out videos. I was paying attention. I was doing what I thought was my part. Might have been my opinion, so be it. But they come at me pretty hard, didn't they? It took my knees out from underneath me several times. Oh, that's true. Jody Sue, that's again. I'm going to tell you right now, though. There has been a lot of channels that have started on several of us. I'm not saying I'm one of the big ones. No. But there's several of us channels. And again, I'm still a minuscule channel. I've always have been. That's why I'm is now. And this channel that I've got, the Real Griff, is fixing to go down because I'm gonna change it. Because I don't. This is the truth. It ain't because I'm rage quitting. It's because I cannot remember the password to my damn email that I had to set it up to keep it separate from my other account. Because when my other account got hacked, when this account here got hacked, and I started the other channel, the Enraged channel, I did it under a different email, and my laptop is still down. I can't get a charger for it, so I cannot remember my freaking email password. So right now I'm sitting at 223 subscribers, and if I keep going up, I don't want to end up where I can't do nothing about it.
Well, you don't want your channel codes out.
Right. I want to try to keep it separated, but I'm fixing to start another channel, and she'll keep you informed on what's going on.
Well, it'll be the same channel, just a different email, but you'll have to. I don't know how that's going to work.
Eugene. Yoke. Thunderhawk, I hope you are listening. Native G, timestamp this right here. If you can, sweetheart. And whenever you go see him, remember this timestamp where you can go to it, to where he can hear me talking to him, please. Tell me when you got it. Just tell me, just look at the timestamp. Look at where we at on the live. We're 1 hour, 15 minutes, 43 seconds. 1 hour, 15, 43 seconds. Remember that. Write it down. 1 hour, 15, 43 seconds. Eugene, I could not tell you that I know what you're going through. Just remember 1 hour, 15 minutes, 43 seconds. Fast forward to that point, Native G. Whenever you give it, when you get in and see Eugene, let him see this, okay? If you can, if you want to see it. If they'll allow you to let him see it. Just remember 1 hour, 15 minutes, 43 seconds. Go to that point and it'll start from that point. It's going to be a little rocky from that point because we've been trying to get this thing started. But I'm going to try to get it going now. Gun Chalice. Eugene. Again, I will never try. Well, I can. I can tell you I know how you feel. But on a different level, Eugene. You see, back a long time ago, because I am an old man. I feel like an old man. No, back before me and Miss Griff got together, I was my children, their biological mother. We had just split up over some very unnerving situations. I had a best friend that I had known since high school, from Little League, from middle school. And me and him were thick as thieves. We were like brothers. Somehow, through the course of events, him and my wife at the time kind of draw close. I worked on the road. I had 2 young children, very young. I mean, one was in diapers, one was 2 years old. That's how young they were. I was trying to make a living. Somehow, along that time, we lost. All I was worrying about was making sure she had everything she needed, and make sure that the kids had everything they had. In the course of events, I find out that my wife at the time did not want nothing to do with me anymore. She told me to leave the house. I thought it would just be something she'd get over. A spell she was going through. Postpartum depression, whatever. We had a child in diapers. I had no idea what had happened prior to this. Because this was between Thanksgiving and Halloween. In the year 1998. Yeah, between what had happened on Halloween night was we went to a party. I was dressed up as Beetlejuice. She was dressed up as a Chippewa or Cherokee princess. We had a great time. My best friend went with us. And of course, that night I drank too much. I made it to the couch, passed out. My friend was going to stay the night. He was adamant about going home. I allowed my sheepish self to allow my wife to take him home because I could not drink. I could not drive. I done had too much to drink. She drove him home. Unbeknownst to me that night, whenever she took him home, one thing led to another. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this till right before Thanksgiving, whenever I'm sitting in the kitchen with her. Just went and got stuff for Thanksgiving, like 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving, and she looks at me and says, I just don't want you in this house. Out of the blue. Spontaneous, didn't have a clue. I just got back from ball practice. Now, I was working on the road, but also at the same time, I was coaching the semi-pro football team. That's why I was on the road a lot. So I left. Went to my brother's house, my sister-in-law's house. My sister-in-law was my wife's hairdresser. I took the truck, her truck, the Blazer, when I left to go over there. I drove old raggedy white Dodge. I took the Blazer. I was pissed off. Told me to leave. Like, I'm gonna leave. I'm thinking I'm coming back home. I took the red Blazer. Well, I'm sitting there in the kitchen in my brother's house, my sister-in-law's house, drinking a beer, drinking a shot of liquor, trying to calm my nerves. My old lady told me to leave the house. Bullshit. I'm ready to leave, man. I got to tell you, like that shit. She ain't gonna do me like that. That's my young thing. I'm just gonna let her vent a little bit. Just being cocky, arrogant, not, and call it naive. Call it naive. All of a sudden, knock at the door. Guess who walks in the house? At my brother's house. My best friend. Walking in, looking around. But when he looked and seen me sitting there, he was shell-shocked. I didn't put 2 and 2 together at the time. Didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue. He just wanted to say, he come in and say, oh, we haven't practiced tonight? I said, yeah, we haven't practiced tonight. Okay, I just want to make sure. He left. No big deal. No big deal. Didn't think nothing about it. We went on practice. Everything was fine. I stayed over with my brother for a little bit. She kept on talking her shit. She wouldn't let me back at the house. She didn't want me to come over. You know, I stayed with my mom for a long time. I went to Jacksonville, out of town, to go to work. It was during the off season. The season was over. This was all before Thanksgiving. Like I said, we had Thanksgiving together. We dealt with Thanksgiving, and after that, I went on the road. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, went on the road to try to, make money for Christmas. I'm still thinking I'm coming back home. Everything's going to be okay. Well, while I'm laying in bed in Jacksonville, on Amelia Island, matter of fact, right there at the Atlantic Ocean, I have this dream. I have a weird dream. I had an old beat up D100, 1979 model Dodge pickup truck with a slant 6 in it, solid white. You could throw a beer can in the back bed and it would fall and it'd hit the ground for it. It ain't metal. I mean, I had to put plastic down, tin and everything just to cover it up and make sure. That's what I drove. My wife had a brand new Chevy Blazer. The kids were dressed in Oshkosh. She had her nails did, had her hair did, everything. Every time she needed it was done. I walked around work clothes. That's me. Still not much different than what I was. But in that dream, me and my best friend pulls up at the house. And at my house, she had a picture. It was a trailer. It was a single wide trailer, 16 by whatever length they normally are. But I had added on the back steps. I added on the back of it, so I made it like a double wide. I added on that far. I had bought the property. It was all fenced in. It had a swimming pool in the backyard. But it was on a corner lot. And the corner on the main road side, there was a privacy fence, but the rest of it was chain link fence. But I remember it's clear as day. I pulled up in front of the house, and when we pull up to the fence, my oldest son, my son, Bear. Y'all met Bear on this channel. He's come on before. Bless his heart, he's doing real good. He had to go to the doctor today. He's complaining about maybe his gallbladder, but I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, what I'm getting to is he comes running out of the chain link fence. He opens the fence and climbs up in the pasture side door, which is nothing unusual because him and my best friend, that was like his uncle. He always called him uncle. That's how he always done it. And he jumped up in his lap. But in the dream, my son, while I'm sitting behind the steering wheel, I'm looking over at the pasture side door. My son looks at my best friend, his so-called uncle, and says, "Where's mommy at?" in the dream. Well, just as soon as he does this, my best friend, his so-called uncle, gets this deer in the headlight look. I mean, straight deer in the headlight look. This is all dream now. Looks at me like, "I don't know why you're asking me that. Ask your dad that." And then my son grabs his cheek and pulls him forward and said, "Because you know where she's at." And I woke up out of a dead sleep. I was sweating my ass off. I woke up out of a dead sleep. I said, "What in the fuck?" I was with my granddaddy. My granddaddy was down there with me. My granddaddy was already up. He done been sitting there hearing me in that dream. He heard me talking to myself the entire night. He done got up, done made his man some coffee. Was sitting there in a chair by the air conditioner. It was in a motel. I got up, went to the bathroom, and come out. He said, "Son, you all right?" I was looking around for my car keys. He said, "What's the matter, son?" He said, "I got to go home." He said, I know you got to go home." I said, "What?" He said, "Well, son, I've been sitting here hearing you talk to yourself. Something ain't right. Something ain't right." I had a conversation with my mother the night before on a payphone. Back then they had payphones. Just before we had cell phones and shit. I called my mama because my mama was supposed to have gotten the kids that weekend, and she did get the kids that weekend. I was talking to her that weekend. I was talking to her on the phone and talking to my kids. And at the same time, I'm still talking to my kids, but I'm still wanting to work things out with my wife, right? And I'm still asking her questions about her mom, and I'm asking the kid. And that's what's bad about whenever you get a split up relationship. You still ask your kids questions. What your mom says? Your mom said anything about me? These are young kids, but you still can't help it. You still ask them, has your mom said anything about me? You're hoping there's going to be some kind of, did mama say something positive about me or something? I had, unbeknownst to me, that I know what was going on. My mama gets on the phone and says, "Matt, whatever you can do." And we were supposed to work out the next day, we were supposed to work, come home. She said, "You need to get home as soon as possible." Which is why I said, "Matt, you need to come home." She wouldn't tell me on the phone. Now, of course, that could have led into the dream, but it didn't. I finally got my shit together and I ran home. I drove from Jacksonville to Pensacola, Florida. I drove that damn straight 6. I drove like a bat out of hell. I stopped just to get gas, add oil. That thing burnt oil. And I was straight down I-10. I was hauling ass like a bat out of hell. I made it home. I didn't give a damn about a law or nothing. When I pulled in, I made it there before daylight. I left Jacksonville at about midnight, and I got there before daylight. That's a long haul down that road, and then it was straight 6. I mean, you don't go so fast. I pulled up there in front of that chain link fence, the same fence I was standing in front of in that dream. Like I said, when I pulled up in that truck, the same fence, and that's what was like deja vu. And I got out that fence, and my Mookie was our wolf hybrid. We had a wolf hybrid at the time. Oh, he's beautiful. He wasn't out in the yard. He always stayed in the house. But when I opened the door, Mookie didn't bark. He only does whenever you come in the yard, come in the house. He hears that chain rattle, he's barking. He never barked. I come in the house, Mookie went to spin around in circles. I flipped on the damn kitchen light so I could see. Mookie run down the hallway. Again, it was a trailer now, mind you, but the rest of it was added on. I tore out where the kitchen was, where you could step down the living room with the bedroom, where my boy's room was, and our master bedroom was in the bath, in the back with a bath form. And my daughter's room was on the same end as that trailer. So he's running down the hallway where the trailer's at. He's running back and forth. Well, right there at the damn where you walk the threshold of my room, Mookie stops right there and pisses. Right there at the foot out. And just as soon as I'm fixing to get on his ass, I hear a voice. It's not my wife's voice. It's not my child's voice. It's not my daughter's voice. It's a man's voice. And he says, "What the hell is wrong with that dog?" She said, "I don't know. He's probably got to go outside." Well, he better not shit on any of my stuff. I had a Louisville Slugger right beside the banana tree. the infamous banana tree from where the spider monkey was got a hold to, but that's their story. But anyway, I had a Louisville Slugger there, black Louisville Slugger. They use it to beat on tires and stuff. It was not a real big one, but it was just big enough to do the trick. I had that in my hands. I grabbed it. Walked down the hall. Mookie had done stopped and sat down, looking up at me. I turned the corner and I heard, where's he at now? He said, if that fucking dog shits on my clothes, I'm going to hurt him. I turned the corner and I stepped down one step because it was a two-step down to my bedroom. I stepped down one step and I clicked that damn bat on that bottom step. And I said, let me tell you something, big dog. You can lay right here with that woman right there, but you lay one hand on my dog and you'll wish you was never born. Before I can get that out of my head, out of my mouth, that man had done shot over. My wife is kicking the sheets trying to get her shit together. My ex-wife, mind you, she's ex now. It's not the same woman that I'm married to for 20 years. He jumps up and gets his clothes on. Well, I turned around at this time because I'm trying to get my composure together, and I really don't know what I was doing. They called a tire checker. That's exactly what it is, Lenny, but I was not going to check his tires. I turned around in the hallway, and I got that bat on my shoulders, and I am blacked out. I literally remember holding the bat on my shoulders and closing my eyes, but I made it all the way around the kitchen table without touching a chair. I made it out the front door, and I had a .25 pistol underneath the seat of that Dodge pickup truck. I let my dog outside. As I'm walking to the truck, I sat in the truck and I roll my window down. Again, it's a 79 Dodge. It don't have no electric, so I roll my window down. And I hear a voice in my head, and I swear to God, it was my granddaddy, my mama's daddy. I was loading that pistol. It was a revolver. I had used this revolver months earlier when we had a Rottweiler, our favorite Rottweiler, our family Rottweiler that died of parvo, and I had to put her out of her misery. And I had never used it since then. But I had her underneath the seat of that truck with the shells, and I went loading that thing, and I heard a voice say, you don't want this. I know you're hurting, but you don't want this. Instead of closing the chamber, I held my thumb over one bullet, and I closed it after I let them fall out. I let all the other bullets, I let 4 bullets fall out. I held the one in, I clicked it. I heard the back door of my trailer open up, which was the add-on part. Heard him never shut. I heard him step on several blow-up toys that belonged to my children. And I had my pool was chain linked around the pool to where the kids could not get in the pool. Now, mind you, I had that privacy fence that run along the side of the road. I'm sitting in front of my house, so I cannot see what's on the other side of that privacy fence on the road because I'm on the other road. We're sitting on a corner lot. So I get out of my truck. I didn't slam my door. I left the door open. I get out and I walk down the edge of that privacy fence because I hear the chain link fence in the backyard rattle. I hear him step on another. I hear him fall in the pool. He falls in the pool. I hear him climb out of the pool. I hear water falling off of it. I hear the chain link because I had a chain link fence that run right beside the privacy fence on that same side because I had it for the kids. I just went ahead and built all around it. The privacy fence is already there, but that's my property. That was somebody I didn't care. But anyway, he climbed that privacy fence, jumped over, and that's when I looked across around the corner. He was on the top. He was straddling that privacy fence when I looked around the corner, and I seen him coming across that truck, and that's when I seen his car sitting there, his little car. And I took that pistol with the iron sights on that pistol, and I held it with both hands. I put my right hand underneath the butt of that gun, and I held it with my left hand, and I aimed with my left eye down that fence line. I pulled that hammer back, and I aimed down that fence line looking through the iron sights. And as he was coming over that fence, I tilted that gun back and I fired it up in the air. I scared the teetotal shit out of that man. He jumped in through his passenger side window. By the time he got into his driver's seat, I was already at his driver's side door with an empty pistol, mind you. He didn't know that. If he'd have paid attention to the rounds in the chamber, he would have seen that it was empty, but he was more worried about the barrel of that gun because I had the hammer pulled back again. And I had his window down. His window was already down. And I pointed and I laid my arms, my elbows on the top of that window, and I pointed at him. I said, you know how quick you could have been gone? He didn't say a word. He was still soaking wet from falling in the pool. I didn't know if it was sweat, tears, whatever, but he was soaking wet. I said, let me just tell you this. And I don't even know why it come out of my mouth. I don't know why I said what I said, but I'm glad I said what I said. I said, from here on out, we're done. But remember this. Every time, this is going to be your get out of death card. You will survive this moment because of them two kids inside that house. But from now on, every time you see me, I want you to go through what happened today, and I want you to think, is this my last day? Is this the last sunset I'm going to see? If it's the last sunrise I'm going to see? Is this the last breath I'm fixing to take? And the best thing for you to do at that moment is to go the other direction. Do not cross my fucking path. I turned around and I walked back to my truck. I didn't go back in the house. I went to my truck. And I went home to my mother's house. That's the only place I knew I could go to. Was Mama's. Because I had done everything I had. Everything I had was gone at that time. So Eugene, yeah, I went through a dark time and I tried to do just what you did. But by the grace of God and by having a sister-in-law that loved me, that's true. I mean,
Yeah, she didn't want it because
if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't. My mother, she called me mother.
you tried to get
They walked me around with coffee, walking me in the yard, making me spit up pills. Because I had done give up. I thought my whole life was gone. Like I've said before, 9/11 changed me because I was on a downward spiral from 98. My mother had to be called. My stepfather had to be called to come because I was on my way out. There was no sense in calling the ambulance. I had an empty box, 2 empty boxes, a box and a half went in my system of sleeping pills that I had bought at a pharmacy. And I bought a 6-pack of Budweiser. It was on my last beer. When I pulled into my brother, the same yard that man come up, because you know why he come to that house? When I said earlier, I didn't mean to interrupt, change that. Whenever I was at my brother's house and my sister-in-law's house, and we were talking about what's going on with my wife, whenever this man shows up at that house, you know why? Because he seen her vehicle in my sister-in-law's driveway. That was the only reason he stopped. He thought she was there. It wasn't about ball practice. It wasn't about none of that. He was looking for an opportunity to see her. That's when all that shit hit me that night. When I realized what was going down, when I realized it was all going on right around me, that I realized at that point that this had happened Halloween night. All this shit had been going on. So whenever, Eugene, when I'm telling you, son, I commend you for what you're doing, trying to start a life, start a profession. I cannot say that I haven't done what you've done. That's why I'm telling you, I've been there. Son, sometimes you've got to take those demons and look them straight in the eye and fight them off, because they're not worthy of you losing yourself. They're not worthy of you allowing them that benefit. You don't let them grow. You don't let them feed. You look them in the eyes. You got to be that damn animal that's sitting right there while them damn hyenas are eating at them, while they're sitting there eating them, while they're still alive. You got to be that animal. I know that sounds sick, and some of y'all might get pissed off about that shit, but I don't give a damn. But you look them in the eye the entire damn time when they're taking you down. You don't give them air. Do you understand what I'm saying? You fight till the fight's gone. You fight till your fight's gone, and then you fight more. What you've been through is hell. I won't take that away from you. You've been through hell.
But tell them how it ended. Not that particular friendship. When with him, when they moved to Jason's house, he pulled up and he was there and he went and she was there.
Years later, I got to see that man again. That man came squalling to me. He knew what he had done. He looked at me and said that, Griff, I lost the friendship. You was like a brother to me over a testosterone driven, more or less. But you know what, folks, you got to look at it. That's what I'm saying to Eugene right now. That's where you've got to look at it. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Whatever your beliefs are, what you can get past makes you stronger. You understand me? That man helped me see just how vulnerable that relationship was. Because if it wouldn't have been him, it'd have been anybody. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That man helped me. Look, I'll never forget. I'll never forget what he done. I can forgive him. But at the same time, look where I'm at now, folks. Eugene, look where you're at now. You've got a second chance on life. You've seen how far them people can push you. I've seen how far I could be pushed to a point that I did not want to be. I thought that was the love of my life. I was wrong. And it took him stepping foot and being a part of something, because it takes two to tango, folks. It takes two to tango. He didn't push her to do what she done. She didn't push him to do what she done. It takes two to tango. But the fact of the matter is, if it wasn't for that happening in my life, I would not be where I'm at right now. Now, we've been through some rough times. But this woman's going to go down with the ship. I love her for it. I love her for it. She's my best friend. She is my true godsend. I was blinded that entire time. And that right there shows me there is a second chance. And right now, Eugene, you need to wake up. You need to get your head out of your ass. And I don't mean that disrespect. You need to realize you've got some people out there that love you and people that need you. And your mama needs you right now. And look how many people you can see, you can save, by telling your story. And it does not have to be on these damn social medias. The hell with these social medias, man. You handle your business and take care of your own. But at the same time, now you've got the opportunity. Your life's just begun, Eugene. Your life just begun. Now, what are you going to do with it, boss? What are you going to do with it, boss? You going to handle it? You going to let it be your own? You going to make it your own? Or are you going to let somebody else handle it? Because you've already done that. You've let other people push you to make decisions that you didn't want to make. Now it's up to you. Now you've got that opportunity. So I want you to take that and run with it. Be proud of what you got. Be proud of what you've done. Be proud of what you can become. Brand new life, endless possibilities. That's right. Look at it that way. Don't sit there. Yes, you've got to remember. I don't ever want you to forget what happened, what you can remember of it. You don't never want to forget it, but you want to make it stronger. You want to make it to where you know you don't want to be in that situation no more. Survive against the current. Amen, sweetheart. You're exactly right. You're here for a reason, Eugene. You look, Thunderhawk is here for a minute, and you're gonna stay here for a minute. Your minute means something. And you got people behind you that's got faith in you. Now you're stronger than you ever was. You've just got to realize that. We can say it all day long. We can say it all day long. But until you figure it out, and I know you will. I know you will. So I hope you hear these words, my good friend. I want to see you healthy. I want to see you back on top of things. I want to see you out there. I want to see pictures of you doing what you went to school to do. And one of these days, hopefully soon, we'll meet each other. I want to meet your fine mother, your beautiful mother, your mother of wisdom, your mother of courage. She's taken so much on her shoulders. She's so prideful, and she's got so much pride, but at the same time, she's got so much humility, and she's so strong. She emulates who we want to be. That's who we want to be. As a woman that's got that deep, so much deep pain and sorrow, but it's still is able to reach down deep inside and find love for other people. That's right. You can't give up. You tell him, man. That's your word. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that. But I did. I shared it for a reason. I shared it because I wanted you to hear that, Eugene. I want you to know that I've been there. That's a part of me that I've tried to forget. And to be honest with you, when I first started talking to you today, I wasn't even going to bring it up until it hit me that I'd been there. I've been there. It's easy to try to push it out. It's try to block it out. But at the same time, I can't, because I would not have the beautiful wife I have now. I wouldn't have the grandbabies I have now. There's no telling where my life would be. I'm no telling where my family would be right now if I would have done what I wanted to do, what I felt like I needed to do at the time. And now you've got that opportunity. Now you've done shown it ain't gonna happen. I want you to just be able to see that. And I believe you want to. I believe you want to know that. I believe that you want to see that. You know, somebody would love to have some grandbabies floating around here for long.
Not
you know,
so soon.
you gotta continue that Strand. That family name. Isn't that right, Native G?
She said, probably not so soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a young man.
He is, but he needs to get his career going.
He gets that career going, and we can start working on him grandbabies, right? That's what it's all about. You know, life is full of obstacles. We always have obstacles in our lives. We're going to have that. But it's the obstacles that makes us stronger, right? Ain't that what makes us stronger? Isn't it the obstacles if we get past them, or if it makes us weaker? If we can't get past them, then we're weaker, and that's usually what our crutch is called. But if we're able to get past these obstacles, we are stronger. It might have took some out of us. It might have took a lot of energy out of us. It might have just took us and laid us down for a little while. But as long as you can still get back up on your feet with a little bit of help, maybe from a walker, maybe from a crutch, maybe from leaning on a chair, you still got up. Those salmon got a goal, and you're good. That's right, and salmon, and that's a good, to me, Native G. That was a very strong point right there. Similarities to salmon. Salmon's whole goal is to go upstream to lay eggs. You haven't made it upstream yet, Eugene. You ain't made it that far yet, Eugene. Thunderhawk, you ain't made it that far. You're still on your upward stream motion. Does that help out about the grandbabies, Native G? Because he's still going up that. He's still got to make it up there. I don't want to push the grandbabies on you right now, but they go upstream to spawn. You ain't made it that strong. You're still in that kiddie pool. You need to get your ass on upstream. Hey, Kim Home. Hey, Limitless Flow.
Y'all, if y'all haven't hit the like button, please do. Subscribe or not, it doesn't matter. Max's tip jar is out there. It's much greatly appreciated. If you want to support this channel or just supply Max of his snacks. But we do appreciate each and every one of y'all being here today and listening, whether you're in chat or not.
Lenny, let me tell you, I'm gonna fill y'all in, help y'all out about Thunderhawk. Native G, she was in a hospital not too long ago. She is her daughter, a pony. She became part of our family, pretty much. And that's basically what it was through other creators. Okay, the hashtag MMIW. Y'all know what that is? Do you know what that is, Lenny? MMIW, MMIP. And Native G, Lenny's a good woman. She's wanting to know what it's about. And I'm going to tell her. You do know the story of her daughter? So it's okay. Well, a pony, she got, that's Thunderhawk is her brother. Yes, he's a brother. And Dave G, I don't want him. He come in my chat one night wanting to try to talk to me, let me know what was going on with a pony. Months ago. Let me know what was going on with a pony because we didn't know. Native G was still in the hospital. Couldn't nobody find her. He come in and gave me his email address in my chat before I gave my channel over to my wife. It was back when it was Griff Investigates. He done something innocent. He put his email out there. Somebody, I know who did, but I cannot mention the name. Took it upon themselves to contact him through that email. Now, mind you, Eugene never responded. Get that through your head. He never responded to any of these emails. But they come at him full force, attacking this man, telling him he needed to end himself, telling him that nobody can recognize who he was. They didn't know what tribe he was. They didn't know what he was. He needs to end himself. They didn't even know this man. All he was trying to do was getting to talk to me, because at the time, a pony was in contact with us about Native G and about what was going on. They pushed this man over the edge. He was trying to, and during this time, whenever they was contacting him, telling him all this derogatory shit, is when they found out about a pony. This man has been dealing with a lot of hate and a lot of hell, and he hasn't even had time to be able to mourn his sister. These people didn't, now mind you, give them the innocent, give them the benefit of the doubt. They didn't know what was going on, but does that still give them a damn out? Does that still give them the right to tell a man to out himself? Think about the sickness in that, folks. This man's trying to ask me if I have heard from his sister. And he puts his email address in my chat. After he done it, I made a comment. Don't do that. We were in contact. Guess who else was in contact with him? And let me tell you, I know exactly who the piece of shit scum bucket is, because I know them very well. Because they've done this before. And they're still doing it. But again, I've always said they'll step on their tongue. Eugene, I didn't rehash that for you. I did not rehash that to bother you. And Native G, I hope you're not upset with that, sweetheart. I'm just trying to give some of these people some insight, because a lot of people don't know what's going on. And I've been trying to hold my tongue. I will hold my tongue to the point that I won't tell you who I'm talking about, but my God, they know who I'm talking about.
They know.
They know.
These people know. We just can't say. They've seen it.
Can't do that, Lenny. I can't do that, Lenny.
Both.
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 I'll say it that much, but
You know who they are. They've done it before and still doing it to everybody else. That's right, Duncan. We all know.
Lenny, I'm not trying to hold you out of the loop. I can't do what I got to do.
We're gagged, really, in a way. As far as
We're gagged out of respect. I'm not going to do that. But eventually it will come out. But if you'll pay attention to what's going on around YouTube, you'll see it still going on. And if you'll pay attention to some of the words I've spoke on previous live, where I've said to please download certain lives. I'm talking like William Shatner now. I just caught myself doing that. Oh my God, Spock. What are we doing?
Okay, stop.
Is it getting annoying? Is it getting annoying?
Yes.
Oh my God. Is it how annoying is it? Are you very annoyed? Okay. I was not. No. Trying to bring a little bit of humor to it, to where everybody can get off the edge. But trust me, people are paying attention. People are, I'm telling you, and it's and Kim Holmes, you know, I'm sick and tired of giving these people air. I am, but that's the only way we are going to suffocate these people. Do you follow me? Do you follow me?
Okay, she's
okay.
speaking in the native
You
language.
go with it, big girl. You go with it. I love your native language. You go with it. It gives me something to think about when I'm looking at it, trying to figure out how to say it.
It's okay.
I love you, sweetheart. I love it when you get riled up. I don't, but I mean, it drives me crazy when you talk that language. But you know what I mean. I'm not trying to. I know that's because it gets come across the wrong way. But yeah, these people They're sick. They're sadistic, and they deflect. They deflect so much. They are so deflective. It's like
Now
a
they're
damn
putting
rubber
it back on
ball.
them.
God, it's like I'm rubber and you're glue. I mean, these people are so stupid. And Kim Holmes, I appreciate everything you tried to tell me. I really have. Look, people, Kim Holmes, and I'm not trying to pick on. I'm not. No way in hell I'm gonna pick on Kim. I respect her so much. She's tried to tell me several times in the past, and I still sit in my head. All the chats, everything she said. Don't give them air. Don't give them air. But sweetheart, the only reason I kept giving them air because I wanted them to make a mistake. And I did not know, and don't think that I want Eugene to be the mistake. I never wished that on y'all because me and you both have agreed, right? Me and you both have agreed that somebody's going to get hurt.
We all have.
We've all made that comment, and I've sit there and you've said the same thing I've said, Kim, that if this thing keeps going the way it is, somebody's going to get hurt. Am I right or wrong, Kim? I'm not going to say nothing else to you. Answer me. And y'all give Kim respect now. Kim, I'm telling you, Kim's solid. She never steered me wrong. She's been my biggest constructive critic that I've had since day one.
Right on.
But she's been, and she'll get on me left and right. And I respect her for that. But Kim, you got to understand that we've both seen this same thing coming. I do not wish it on nobody. I did not ever want to wish it on nobody. Yes. Thank you, Kim. And I didn't know which way to go with this shit, but I'm trying my best to get it right. And I'd be damned if I want somebody else to get hurt by this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm getting over that part. Once I got that shit behind me, now I'm on. I'm on. And Hanlon, don't you ever quit. Hanlon, don't you ever quit. I know, Kim. It has done my health. And that's my own fault because I'm a sin eater when it comes to that. I am a sin eater. Y'all know what a sin eater is? Sin eater. I don't care about myself. I care about others. I always have. But we're going to get off here for a little bit.
Got some bills to pay.
That's right. Let him stay out of the darkness. That's right, let him. Let us go in the darkness. And I'm telling you right now, it's working.
It's cloudy right now.
It's cloudy, but we're bringing him to focus. We're starting to bring him to focus. Don't you ever quit, girl. No matter what they try to throw at you. The only reason they've done what they claim, when they pushed that shit at us, you know why they pushed it at us. We knew the obstacles we had to go through. We knew the measures we had to go to find the truth, and we found it. And we knew what scars we was going to bear whenever we went through what we went through, right? Isn't that right? Thank you, Roger Bennett. Am I right, Hanlon? You told me before it was going to happen. You told me what was going to be there. I told you what they were going to do. You told me what they had. Sweetheart, you're like my little sister. Older sister, because you're older than me. I mean, it don't matter.
Probably not.
No, she's wiser than me. She's wiser than me like you are. We can handle this. But with people like Kim Holmes, with Lenny, Hope Forever, Duncan, Charlie, Native G, people like these people that has been here for the whole time, that see what's going on. We remain strong. I know I didn't mention everybody's name. I haven't went down through the scroll yet. all we do is shed light on darkness. And we're stronger together. Don't ever lose sight of that. Can I get somebody to put that in put a hashtag in the chat? Stronger together. Hashtag MMIW, MMIP. I want to see all them hashtags out there. Because they all mean something. No matter how they try to break us down, how many times they try to do that. Happy birthday, Hannah. In a month, well, that don't matter. I happened to see that ahead there, and I said, happy birthday before I said it was way ahead there. I seen Native G. She just, of course, she's a month behind, so she's going to, I'm just kidding. She's not a month behind. She's on the other side of the country, but she's not a month behind. You got it. I'm just playing. MMIW. MMIP. Missing, murdered Indigenous women. Missing, murdered Indigenous people. Stand as one, that's right.
The bridge videos.
Check out the bridge, folks. Check out. Somebody put out the channel out there for the bridge. Somebody check the bridge out. Check the bridge out.
It's a new channel.
Pay attention to what it says. That's right. No more stolen sisters. We've all got to put them on the same page. We've got to put them on the same wavelength, because I'm telling you right now, I will never try to underestimate. I will never try to take one and put above the other. But the fact of the matter is, they need to put on the same playing field. They need to put on a level playing field. Do not sit there and distinguish from one to the other. Let's get that shit straightened out. And what it's going to take is us going through Congress, us getting these petitions set up to where they will not fall through the cracks no more. Because that's the problem. A lot of these Indigenous women, Native American women, are falling through the cracks. And these Native American people, when they come missing and stuff, they're not, there's no filter. There's a filter for that, and it does not fall through because they're not falling on Latino. They're not falling on Hispanic. They're not falling on American, African American, Asian. They're falling through the cracks. And why is that? It's a simple algorithm change. That can make a big difference. But for last year alone, it was only 153. I'm saying it out facetiously. I'm saying it out loud. I'm thinking off of memory. It was like 153 cases that was brought up to national news to where people were actually, missing people was actually set out. But there's over 2,000 people missing from these reservations. But only 150 something odd of them have actually made it to public eye. Why? Or I made it to a missing poster. Why? Because these local and state governments don't know where to put these people at. And that's wrong. That's exactly right. It's called white woman syndrome. And if they do put them out there, they won't accuse them of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, being in a bar, or dying of alcohol poisoning. It's bullshit. You can put that across the board. You can level playing field about every race there is, if that's how you want to do this shit. But don't do it just to them to nod out and say, hell, that's all I can do for it. That's bullshit. That's not how you treat people. These people got families. These people got lives. These people interacted with people along their way. Yes, it's coming out on ABC, Native G. I want to tell you that you told me that the other day. You told Miss Pam about it coming on Hulu. It's going to be on local channels. It's coming on ABC, on an ABC affiliate near you. Hillary Swank is playing a role as a investigative reporter, or either or investigator, but it's about missing and Indigenous women in Alaska, and it's coming out pretty soon on ABC. Look it up.
October.
Look it up. Hillary Swank ABC movie. Y'all please look that up, because we seen that the other day. It happened to show up on ABC. Matter of fact, after you sent that, we seen it on ABC where it showed through. But you can find the commercials on YouTube. But look it up yourself. Yeah, it goes all the way back. Yeah, you go look it up online. Google Hillary Swank /ABC series. It's coming out pretty soon, and it's about MMIW, the whole 9 yards. It should be something interesting. You handling saw the preview. I didn't see, but it was a real quick one we saw, but it was kind of.
I think it was flipping channels.
But thank God you said something about it, Native G, because it was like, bam, there it was. There it is right there. But it's coming. It's coming soon. We need to get an even playing field, folks. That's all I'm asking for. Alaska Daily, is that the name of it? Okay, Alaska Daily. That's the name of it. Celebration Dance. Gee. But that's the name of it. It's called Alaska Daily. Duck and Fellas, is that the
I think that's the thing that Pat talks about on YouTube. Yeah, this ain't touchscreen.
I wish yours does.
I know, I thought it was.
Hillary Swank, September 14th. It's September 14th. Returns as investigative journalist Eileen Fitzgerald. So is it already out now?
Oh, it must be already out.
I dropped. Okay, thank you, Duncan.
I got there. I thought.
Duncan, I appreciate your videos, sweetheart. You're doing a good job, too.
Right there. It's on the screen.
There it is.
I shared the bridge for which you take.
I know you've been a busy woman since you've become so famous now, Duncan, but we need to talk more. There's a lot of things I want to corroborate with you. I want to collaborate with you on. Corroborate. I want to collaborate with you on. But I'm going to wait till I get my other channel going. But I want to talk to you more. I appreciate where you're going with your channel. And I love I need to know how you got your voice changer. I love that shit. You don't understand. That voice changer, it drives me crazy. With you and that little child thing, I'm not saying that that's some sick people that run that way twisted. But I think that's cool as hell. I mean, I think that's cool as hell. It's like a child. Because there's some things, now mind you, we don't want this to be out there for children.
No.
But it's almost, to me,
But
it's
then
like,
they also need to pay attention.
but it's almost like these adults out there are acting like children, and you have to address it sort of like a child would. That's what I'm seeing out of it. And I don't mean no disrespect in that way. And I'm not no pedophile. I don't go that way. I'm not trying that. But I'm saying it's like I love your direction where you're going with it. It's almost like you're showing these people how childish they act whenever you do what you're doing, and I love that. I mean, to me, it's awesome. I mean, I really do. I saw a documentary on that a few months ago about indigenous people who come up missing. Check out there was another one we watched the other day. Right, Waller. Oh, well, he's got a good voice. He does it.
Go back to the last live. I think.
The last live, you'll better check out what she talks about. It's a mystery, missing mysteries or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's got a rustic voice. Thank you, congratulations to you, Native G. But yeah, I need to get off here. Mom was telling me I got to go. But
well, we got things we got to do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We
We got to go pay a friend a visit.
Yeah, we do got to pay a friend a visit. We do. That's exactly what we got to do. We got to go do that. We got to go see somebody we haven't seen in a while. We got to go visit. We got to go make some visits. And we might end up staying for a little while. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna go pay somebody a visit.
We're gonna be there that day.
We're gonna be there Saturday.
All right.
See
If
what
they're
happens.
gonna be home and it's okay.
We're gonna stop by the Piggly Wiggly and pick up something, put on the grill. See how things go. You know, you gotta always stop at Piggly Wiggly. You know what I mean? You gotta stop at Piggly Wiggly sometimes. You gotta pick up something on the way to go visit somebody. You know what I mean? You gotta do that. Might bring a Coors Light. You never can tell. Gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes make that person happy. Gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. But I want to appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Congratulations to all of y'all, Native G. Mostly. Rottweiler, PJs, Hanlon, Deb A, Lynn E, Roger Bennett, Charlie K. Oh, y'all. I'm going too far. Okay. Duncan Feldies.
I will be in
Jim
touch, girl.
Holmes, Lynn E. OO2U. All of y'all, and the ones I didn't mention, because there's so many on here today. I love each and every one of y'all. If we wasn't for you, we would not be here.
And Native G, if you get a chance to go see him without bringing your dogs with you, go up there and check on Eugene and let him know what I said, sweetheart.
Of course.
We love you, sweetheart.
I hear you. I have never tried it like that. The only thing I've ever had with a lime in it has been what is that? Not a cooler. It's Corona. Corona. There's my second contract job. I'm not as busy anymore. Good. But anyway, we're gonna get off here. We gotta go. Pay the lot rent, and
Yeah, gotta get that done.
I think Mr. Griff's doctor called. I'm telling y'all, that lady is a.
Yeah, I ain't never had a doctor call me before.
Yeah, she called this morning, but
If
she
y'all
sent
ever
a
had
message.
doctors,
Well,
if y'all ever had doctors call you before, they just tell you and ask you how you doing. Have y'all ever had it? Can anybody put a one in chat if they ever had a doctor call you, check on you? I've never had that happen.
she did this morning.
That blew my mind. I mean, blew my mind completely. I've never had a doctor call me and ask me how I'm doing.
Oh. Daddy done got up from the table, and Max has done woke up from his nap. He done heard us say we were going somewhere.
I mean, I've had where I've had to call doctors, but I've never had a doctor call me and ask me in the middle of the morning.
No one come to the house after you had your second set of twins. Woo! I didn't know you had twins there, sweetheart.
Woo-hoo.
2 sets of them.
You had one come to the house. Well, after the second set of twins, I'd have come to the house to make sure Guinness Book of World Record wasn't there yet. Damn. You probably there looking for camera. Damn it, girl.
But anyway, y'all stay safe. We love each and every one of y'all. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Tell Kim Holmes you got my undivided respect.
Kim, Mr. Griff said you got his undivided respect.
Two sets of twins.
2 sets of twins.
Damn.
That's what she
Go,
said.
girl.
But anyway, y'all have a great and beautiful day. We love each and every one of y'all. Max's tip jar down there if y'all want to support this channel or just support Max. My email is out there if you want to send me a message. We'd love to hear from you. If you got something you want to discuss, if it's something that upsets you or you want to bring to light on subject, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to talk about it or not talk about it. You know, we're open for discussions. So, y'all have a beautiful day.
I appreciate y'all loving my wife so much as y'all come to this channel. I really do appreciate it so much. I'm so glad to have been a part of today for y'all.
Oh,
Love
well,
every
thank you for
single one of
coming,
y'all.
sweet pea. I love you too.
Anytime, baby. I'm glad you had me.
I know you. Bye, y'all.